Hey guys, welcome to Mountaineer Brand. Once again, we are here with Patrick, and we're going to talk about Beardism today. But before we do that, I want to give a shout out to our guy over at B&G Customs. If you are local here in Martinsburg, I highly recommend their shop. They do any kind of print that you want, great custom t-shirts, embroidery, everything you could possibly want that is customized to your liking. We love you guys over there. Alright, so I want to talk to you about Beardism, and it's a thing. It's a real thing.
Most definitely.
Have you ever experienced Beardism yourself? Have you ever been denied a job? Have you ever been looked down upon because of your beard?
I haven't been so much denied a job as I was told I need to trim it down to look more professional. When I first started growing out my beard after I got out of the Marine Corps, I was still working on a Marine Corps base and utilizing my military ID to get on and off base, and that did cause a lot of problems.
Right. So they did let you have a beard when you got out, but you were still working for them. Because I know that the Army, well, I guess you technically never stopped working for them, but I know the Army makes their people stay completely clean shaven all the time. If you're in the uniform, there is no facial hair.
None.
So it's not the case with the Marines.
No, it very much is the case with the Marine Corps. As long as you're active duty, you have to maintain a clean shaven appearance.
Okay.
There is reasons behind it.
Right.
But I got out, had my DD-214, which is the paperwork that says I'm a free man.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to work with them as a contractor.
Okay. So you were, yeah, okay.
The company was fine with the facial hair, but having to deal with Marines and working at officer candidate school, there was a lot of, hate's a strong word, there was a lot of hate towards the beard.
Not really hate, but like hating on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's another thing I kind of want to talk about. Like the video we just posted with Adam. We haven't had a bearded man in the governor's office for 100 years, and he's exactly right. But I feel like the best presidents and the best people in history have had beards. Why is it that our service members aren't allowed to have beards? How does that affect your performance? I know it looks professional, and I know you're honoring your country with your appearance as well as your bravery. Why can't they have beards?
That actually goes back to World War I.
Okay.
When the Nazis began utilizing chemical warfare, i.e. mustard gas, you had to wear a gas mask in order to protect yourself. And if you have facial hair, you can't get the rubber seal to see properly. So it will allow the gas to come in and still poison you. So that's where the whole must be clean shaven, because at this point in time, and even then, the possibility of chemical warfare was there every day. So we actually we train to put our gas mask on and seal it as quickly as possible. And if you even have a 5 o'clock shadow, you have no seal.
That is interesting, because that is definitely something that I did not know.
Yep.
And it makes perfect sense. I don't know if that's typically common knowledge, but
No.
okay, so we had a little bit of a history lesson too. That's good to know. Now, as far as women, have you ever had women that say, all right, it's time to shave?
Oh yes.
Me or the beard?
Most
Pick one."
definitely. I'm no longer with her.
I don't see why she wouldn't want the beard. I wrote a blog on why women love beards. I did a video on why women love beards. Let's see, what are your thoughts on beardism in the workplace? I personally feel like there are a lot of places that are missing out on some really good employees.
Put the chips down.
Huh?
Put the chips down, please. You can finish eating them when we're done. You're being a little too loud, okay, buddy?
It'll just be a minute. It'll
Just a
be
little
minute,
bit,
okay?
I promise.
There are some really strong head people out there that say, okay, well, if you don't want me for who I am, then I'm not accepting the job. Adam, for instance, has turned down, I think, or considered turning down a couple of jobs. because he won't shave his beard, and that's awesome. You should not have to shave your beard. Stay who you are. How do you feel? Do you think that employers should say, hey, you know what, you got a little bit too much facial hair, get rid of the beard, or we're not going to do the job? I know that everybody has rights, and it's their company, they're allowed to do what they want. But I want to see what your views are, and do you feel as though beardism in the workplace is changing?
Well, I think it's really similar to tattoos in the workplace. I mean, it's my body. I should be able to do with it as I please, and it shouldn't hinder my performance at work. I don't think it does. But we as a society have been led to believe that you have to look a specific way in order to attain certain goals. And like you said, 100 years ago, 150 years ago, if you didn't have a beard, people wouldn't hire you.
Exactly.
Because you weren't considered a man.
Right.
It was a rite of passage. And then when it became common for military personnel to shave, which also started even haircuts and clothing trends because of World War I and World War II, it became more common for people to shave.
Yes.
And believe it or not, even though they're required to shave, facial hair is very important to military culture. We have what we call range stashes. We go to the rifle range for 2 weeks. We compete to see who can grow the biggest and bushiest mustache. When people deploy, they like to try and grow out their facial hair. Navy SEALs, in fact, on deployment do not have to shave at all.
Oh, wow.
This is why you see the videos like Chris Kyle, Marcus Luttrell, they all have facial hair even in their deployments.
Right.
Maintenance and the care of an individual's beard really shows the type of person they are. Somebody that comes with a well-manicured, well-groomed beard, I think that's going to be a good person to work with and work for. As a bearded man, I take pride in the way my beard looks.
That's another thing. I feel like a lot of people are really not informed as to how you can care for your beard. And beard care is definitely growing in popularity, and we've seen that. Obviously, we've seen that over the last year and a half. But I think that if people knew how to groom their beard, how to maintain their beard, then it might become more acceptable in society to get a job with a beard, to have a woman that's happy with your beard. Me, I personally just don't care. I mean, as long as it doesn't stink and it doesn't have, like, you know, crumbs in it, I'm happy. You gotta have a beard, though. That's me. That's just me. Disclaimer, before we wrap this up, we're not by any means encouraging you all to go unemployed. That's not what we're here for. But we do want you to be yourself, and we wanted to give you some insight on beardism and what you think it's about. I mean, it's real. It's definitely a thing.
And as Captain Planet said, the power is yours.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more awesome videos like these.
She tastes like midnight. She tastes like wine.